everybody, it's Viv from the Josephine and Jack project, and this is Josephine, and she is staying with me in Gateshead during isolation. This is another one of our series of high and low with Jack and Joe videos, and it's really lovely to be here again today. I'm going to introduce you to my colleague Tom.
Hi Viv and hi Josephine. Yes, I'm Tom and I'm here with my Jack. We're in the city centre and we've been in lockdown together now for quite a few weeks, and we're getting to know each other pretty well, good and bad, I would say. But on the whole, we're getting along fine. So what are we waiting for now? I know we're waiting on someone else, aren't we?
We are, Tom. We're waiting for Kate and Michael and Jack and Josephine over in Newcastle as well. I'm a little bit concerned because they're normally on time, and I'm just hoping that everything is okay. And then they're not usually late at all. Just a sec. There's a call coming through, and I think that might be them. Hello, Kate and Michael.
Hiya, you all right? Sorry. It's been an absolute nightmare of a morning. These two have just not wanted to get up at all. It's been an absolute nightmare. Josephine were up all night on her phone, and I've been saying to her all morning, come on, we need to get up, we've got stuff to do, but she's just got no get up and go at all.
And Jack's exactly the same. I think the pair of them had a bad couple of days, really. Josephine's been in the right mood, Jack hasn't got ready, and I think he's still wearing the same underpants that he's had on for the last few days. So we're having a real rough time of it at the minute.
Yeah, we're sorry again, we're late, but I'm just wondering, like Viv, Tom, how are you getting on? And has Jack and Josephine got any advice for these two just to get them motivated a little bit?
Well, I'm really sorry to hear that, you guys, but, it is perfectly normal to be experiencing this as we all go through lockdown. Our moods are going up and down, so it's perfectly understandable, but we would really like to help you out with some suggestions. So, Josephine, do you have any ideas as to what Kate and Michael and Jack and Josephine could do there? Josephine's stayed with me for quite a while now, and she's heard me saying to my teenage daughters that sleep hygiene is very important. Now, just to explain that a little bit more, what sleep hygiene means is having a good routine for going to bed. Now, Kate, you mentioned that Josephine had been on her phone quite a lot before going to sleep, and that really does and can affect you quite badly because you get a lot of blue light which goes into your brain from all of the different screens you might use before you go to bed. So it's best to try and shut them down earlier in the evening. And then you might be able to have a nice bath, maybe with some lavender in, or a shower if you can not get to a bath or whatever you prefer. And it's good to have a similar time of going to bed, and also make sure that you are getting changed into some nice clean pajamas, and also that your bedding is kept as fresh as possible, and that's really nice. I think that's a lovely suggestion, Josephine. Do you have another suggestion? Yes. Josephine has watched me do some yoga during lockdown, and I'm lucky that I've been able to do it every other day. And Josephine has been joining in, haven't you? And Josephine is very bendy. I'll let you into that secret. She's great at yoga. So yoga is definitely helping me because it calms me down. It keeps me exercised. And within yoga, you can do something called meditation, which is about clearing your thoughts of all the clutter and all of the thoughts that whirl around your head, and just calm you down and set you up for the day. Do you think they're good suggestions, Kate and Josephine?
Yeah, I think they're really good, especially about calming down before bed and having a good routine for bedtime. Just one last thing that I needed to ask you. What time do you think is a reasonable time for going to bed, or like how long should you be sleeping?
That is a really good question, and it can differ per person, but if you can get 7 or 8 hours sleep a night, so for example, if you went to bed at midnight, it still seems quite late, but then you got up at 8 o'clock in the morning, you're getting a nice solid sleep. Some people are going to bed later. My teenagers go to bed later, but they get up later as well. So they're still having a lovely block of good quality sleep.
That's fantastic. Well, me and Josephine will definitely try a few of those. Tom, have you got any suggestions?
Oh, yeah, I'll ask Jack. Can you think of anything, Jack? All right. Jack says what he's really found helpful, and we think it'd be good for all of us, is that we mustn't forget we've got to have some kind of routine. To begin with, it was really good fun being able to do exactly what you wanted when you wanted. But then Jack was saying that it got boring and he had nothing to look forward to. So now he kind of makes plans. He writes down a list in the morning of things that he's got to do that day. And also what he does is make sure that he keeps appointments. So he makes appointments with people to have a chat on the phone or on Facebook or something like that and stick to it. But routine is really, really important, and a bit of structure around your day. Was there anything else, Jack? Oh, right. Jack was also saying what he was finding was he was watching too much television. So he was watching the news all day, and it's the same news going round and round, and he was getting the same bad news all the time. So what he's thinking is a much better idea is limit how much television news you watch, because it's not good for your mental health. Catch up once a day, maybe at the same time at 6 o'clock or something like that. But don't look at it 4 or 5 times a day, because that just brings you down.
I think that's a really good suggestion, Tom. I know that Jack has been spending a lot of time on social media and watching a lot of news, and I think it has been getting him a little bit upset. And I think that's part of the reason why he doesn't want to get up in the morning, and it's part of the reason why I think he doesn't really want to get changed. But I think having a routine and being able to do all the routines that you planned is actually a really good idea. So thank you both for your help. It's been really helpful. And like I say, I'm sorry that we were late to our Zoom meeting. You know, it's not like Jack and Josephine, but I think that's absolutely fantastic advice. And I think it's advice anyone else out there could possibly use as well. So thank you.
So I think that the main point coming across there is you don't have to stay in a bad place. You can change your day at any time, restart it, which is really important. So you've got to make sure you look after yourselves and look after each other. But what Jack and I were wondering, I'm sure you all want to know too, is what other people are doing to keep a routine and what kind of routines they've got, if they're new ones or if they're sticking to the old routine they used to have. And if you could comment down below, that would be fantastic. But for now, I just think we should all say stay safe and look after each other. Okay, bye.
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 Bye, everyone.